Kia ora e te iwi and welcome to The Chew.
The Chew.
Where we chew the fat off random kaupapa. Anea hou ko taika maua ko Kori.
Kia ora.
Coming at you from the Chew Studios here in Ngā Manu Hou, Arrowtown.
Ngā Manu Hou.
And today, whānau, we're just doing a bit of a recap because we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Back with a vengeance.
Yeah, we've been off air probably for about 3 months now, Ihika.
Yep, about 3.
Yep. Busy with a lot of things, so we'll just talk about what we've been up to, and then hopefully we'll be rolling out a lot more chews.
Rolling.
So over to you, Ihika.
Yeah, well, I thought what we might do, bro, is just sort of recap where we've been for the last 3 months.
Yep.
We certainly haven't gone off the idea of the podcast at all. It's just life has caught up with the both of us, and we've just been slammed with not just our main work, but also actually more our extracurricular stuff, you know. So it's certainly around Māori kaupapa. So I guess the one that comes to mind, and the reason why we took the break at first was Matariki came about, and there was a whole bunch of work that came along with Matariki. So I'm happy to say that a lot of the reasons why I couldn't carry on with the podcast back then was we had lots of Māori kaupapa that we were trying to deliver to the region at the time. So, you know, if there's anything that's going to make me step away from this, it's certainly Māori kaupapa, eh?
Aye.
Yeah. So, what else have been up to, Ehika?
Studying for both of us, a few chews back, can't remember which episode, we spoke about finishing Ronakitanga and moving into Te Aupikitanga.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we're full steam ahead in our study.
Full steam.
Yeah, which is really good.
Yeah.
Learning a lot, actually.
Yep.
As well as, like you said, extracurricular activities. Like Matariki, we attended a couple of events and then even hosted. Yeah,
we hosted our own in Glenorchy, that's right.
Yep. And Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori as well. Yeah. We also supported and hosted an event there too, didn't we? So,
yeah, we did.
Yep, locally.
Yep. Yeah, no, there was so much going on. So, but Aupikitanga, that's level 6 of Te Ara Reo Māori. That's the pathway to the Māori language that's run through Te Wānanga o Aotearoa and SIT. So, yeah, we're on level 6. The name of the program is Aupikitanga. How are you feeling about it, bro? Are you finding it difficult, or are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I love it, eh? Really, really good. We're lucky to have Whai Audra there at the start, who pretty much spoke very little, English, which was Rumaki. And then, obviously, she's moved on, and we've got Whai Joni. Now,
Joni,
who's exactly the same, who's definitely Rumaki and, speaks at quite a quick speed, which is really good for the both of us.
Do you reckon it's quick? Do you reckon it's quicker than Audra's?
Oh, no, not really.
No.
But probably quicker than what we're used to hearing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But nah, really, really enjoyed it. It's definitely some of the Kaiō learning that we need. Definitely. Hea Whakaaro, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I love it, bro. Love every minute of it. At the start, I got a little bit lost in places because Whai Joni was using words that I wasn't familiar with. So, but one thing I noticed about certain kaioko, bro, is they have a tendency to use similar patterns, patterns of speech. So once you get used to it, it starts to become easier. So, I really enjoy. I'll tell you the thing I enjoyed the most, bro, was I think it was our first class on Zoom, because we're doing it over Zoom. So our Whai Joni is looking after our class from Christchurch. So she has to zoom in to our classes. But one of the first things she said to us was "Ko e kōrero Pākehā ki au," which is basically means no talking English to me. So if you want to speak English, or if you want to say something in English, you have to put it in the chat box on the Zoom.
Yep.
And I just love that. I love that because, you know, as hard as that is, or as sort of what do you call it? As much as it shocks you to hear that, you go, oh no, I have to now I have to rely on my ability to speak. It's the quickest way to get you up to speed fast, bro?
Yep, because that handrail disappears straight away, so it's sink or swim.
Yeah, sink or swim. Give it a go. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, loving that, bro. And what other things been going on? I noticed recently you had a league tournament, bro.
Oh, yes. The Masters of Rugby League.
You guys are masters, all right?
Which is just a term for old people. So for those of you that are not familiar, it's minimum age is 35 plus, so there's no maximum. So there are a lot of oldies in there, 60 plus. Even a couple of teams had a couple of 70 and even 80 plus.
80?
80.
You're joking, bro.
80-year-old in there. I think he had like green shorts, but no, you know, for an 80-year-old to get out there, you know, and
totally
move around. No, it was awesome. So there were 26 teams, 4 teams from Australia. We put a local team in from here. We got a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a rough team. So tackling people we're not supposed to tackle. And
you didn't tackle old green shorts, did you?
Yeah, a couple of our boys did. No fending. Yep, most of us got penalised for fending, so we were the most penalised.
Is that a rule?
For...
Not allowed to fend?
No, not allowed to fend. Not allowed to fend at all. But
man, that'd be hard.
Yeah, lots of preparation to try and get the boys rearing to go for that. And it's a funny preparation because we're all old. I think I was like one of the youngest in there. You know, you don't really try and run plays or, you know, do fitness or anything, because if you try and do fitness, everyone's going to probably pull a hammy or a calf muscle or put their back out.
You got to be careful about how much you do, eh?
Yeah, so trainings were just like passing the ball around and just being around each other.
Playing touch. All played touch for practice.
Yeah. And most of the time was spent stretching and rubbing the legs rather than doing anything on the field. So, no, that went really well too. So, week-long tournament, the Rugby League tournament.
Cool.
But, yeah, outside of that, obviously our main jobs that we've had to put a bit of focus in on as well.
Yeah.
And with me, the family too. So, you know, I've got a couple of wee tamariki I've got to try and total and support. So, yeah.
It's a good point about our main jobs, you know, because you guys probably know us as like Māori dudes who just do Māori stuff around town in Queenstown, but we actually have full-time jobs doing things, both of us. Our main work is actually not Māori focused work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a data systems analyst, which is just an IT dude.
Yep.
And so I've been pretty heavy on project work recently, so that's sort of taking me away from the podcast. I've got to give a big shout out to my employer, QLDC, Queenstown Lakes District Council. Awesome place to work for, really supportive of me and my Māori journey. Got nothing but good things to say about their support, really, for things Māori. Anyway, it's just a quick shout out to my employer. So what other things have we been going on? Like we've had Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori went not long ago, bro. And again, our group, Ngā Manu Hou, we delivered some events throughout the region for that. Did a pepeha talk, did some waiata, did some talks, teach some Māori as well, and made some TikToks.
Hashtag Arrowtown Dad.
Arrowtown Dad.
And Arrowtown Mum for Caroline, I believe. Is that correct?
Arrowtown Mum and Arrowtown Dad. So what about, so here's a question, bro. You know Mahuru Māori, right? Mm-hmm. Did you, how focused were you on doing your Mahuru Māori?
He pātai pai tēnā.
Yeah.
Good question, that.
Good question.
At the start, like everyone, had lots of energy, and I was like, cool, I'm going to dedicate this time and space to do it, and I'm only going to speak to my kids, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m, etc.
Yeah.
Started off with a hiss and a roar, and then, the last couple of weeks, I'm like, are we still in it, or, But the one good thing I got out of it, I was like, cool, I'm going to try and watch Te Kārere, which is the Māori news, every day, or try to.
Yeah.
So when I get home, I put that on record and try and come home and watch a bit of that, just so I can sort of hear different types of dialects and the speed of how they talk. And it's actually quite funny because I suppose unlike your standard news, they're really quite humorous, and that's just part and parcel of Māori culture.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. So Scotty Morrison, who's the main presenter on there, he's always interviewing Willie Jackson. All the time.
Always giving each other stick.
Always, putting jabs into each other. And he interviewed Rob Ruha yesterday because he's performing for the Women's Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, right.
Semi-final, I think, at halftime.
That's right. Semi-finals coming up. Yep.
Yeah, and they were having some pretty humorous kōrero on there too. So, yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, cool.
What about yourself?
For the most part, I stuck to the plan. Yep. There were moments here where I was a bit like you, bro. I forgot whether it was still September or not. Like, you kind of lose track and go, oh, is it still September? Should I still be talking Māori? So I'll tell you the thing that was really helpful for me to remember to keep sticking to it was TikTok. Because I'm on TikTok quite a lot. Every second page was Māori content with people reminding you that we speak Māori. So I had this constant sort of reminder, that I needed to keep up.
Yeah,
and I put a couple of TikToks out there where I'm speaking only kōrero Māori. Got a lot of good feedback, especially from overseas. Some of my overseas kai tautoko.
Yeah.
Kia ora waiheke for that kupu. What did I call them? Kai whai. I called them something like that. He's like, huh? He goes, oh, kai tautoko. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. So, I for the most part, I stuck to the plan, bro.
Yeah.
I had a few days where I got busy with my real work, so I sort of fell off the waka, so to speak.
Yep.
Off the wagon. But
and I suppose I'll give myself a little plug in there too, not around Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, but I've been pretty busy with weddings.
Oh yes, of course.
Yep. So
give us the lowdown, bro.
Yeah. So start of this year, I registered to become a celebrant. The reason I did that was because a friend was getting married, and I'd always weighed up the idea of doing it. So applied, got registered, did his wedding, and then being down here in Queenstown, I thought I'd try and pick up a little bit of extra mahi and money at the same time while I'm out here on the side, when I can, when I'm available. And I've been getting hammered with weddings.
Hammered.
Yeah, because fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of people want to get married down here in Queenstown, obviously because of all the mountains and scenery.
Yeah, the scenery.
But most of them Australians, Queenslanders actually. So
the shameless Instagram. What do you call them? What do you call those people that are always on Instagram?
Influencers.
Yeah.
So I put my name out there and contract myself to a lady here who owns a company called Your Big Day. So she contracts a number of celebrants, and then she just asks when we're available to do weddings. And like I said, most of them are like heli weddings. So you turn up to the base, chop her somewhere nice, go do their wedding, or do the ceremony, which isn't long. It's only like 10 to 15 minutes max. Then they spend probably about an hour and 3/4 getting photos, and then fly down and I'm out. So nice. Been doing lots and lots of those. So
awesome experience by the sounds of it, bro?
Oh, it's wicked.
You must go to some pretty cool places.
Oh, there have been places that, I'd only dream of going to because, by chopper it's 15, 20 minutes. But a lot of these places are like 7-8 day hikes to get to them.
Right.
Or others you can't even hike there.
Yeah, you can only chopper.
Yeah, can only chopper. So yeah, seen some pretty amazing places, especially down here, which I'm super lucky to see. But I implore anyone out there who doesn't mind public speaking to get out there and register yourself to become a celebrant.
Oh well, I might take you up on the offer, bro.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. We're in need of definitely Māori celebrants down in this region. There's only a couple of us I know of. There might be more that I'm unaware of, but and a lot of the Australians, even Queenslanders, they all want that cultural piece added into their ceremony too. Yeah.
Work it.
Yep. So they always ask, do you guys acknowledge the land and all of that stuff, like they're indigenous people, what are they called? Ngāti Moemoeā. The indigenous people of Australia.
Right.
I think that's the term that we've potentially given them.
Right.
Because they're known as the
dream people.
Yeah, Ngāti Moemoeā. So that's part and parcel of their culture. So they obviously recognise that and they ask if we do something similar. And I was like, yeah, we do. It's
awesome.
It's not quite the same, but it's similar. And, they really like that. And you could probably charge a little bit more for it too if you wanted to. Find that.
Yes. No, that sounds good, bro. I, if I'm being honest, all of your talk about your experiences with doing that is just I've got a little bit of envy, bro. So I'm like, man, I never go like chopper riding to mountains. Well, I have a couple of times. Yep. Thank you to Pete and Kelly. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Pete.
Yeah, given us a couple of seats on the chopper to go for a ride with them sometimes. But yeah, by and large, I don't really go out and do the whole touristy thing because we live here, But man, it just sounds like such an awesome thing to do.
Yeah. And you get paid for it.
You get paid for it. Speaking of getting paid for stuff, I'll just do a plug myself as well. Hopefully, I'll get this particular podcast episode out in time. But please watch the TV series One Lane Bridge.
I
got dragged along. I actually thought I was going to just do a karakia for some other random thing, and look who's turned up. Well, the wife's turned up because she's on the TV show too. But yeah, I turned up thinking I was there to do a karakia for something. And I turned up and they said, we'll be filming you doing a karakia for our tūpapaku. And I was like, what the hell? On TV you mean? They went, yeah, this is a TV show. I'm like, okay. All right. So, I don't think I'm on the first episode. Actually, I've got no idea what episode it's on. No idea. Which means you have to watch all of them if you want to see me. And so that's Arrowtown Dad. I'll be on there. And Arrowtown Mum will also be on there. She's the Minister of Immigration. Is it? Yeah. I'm just random kaumatua who does who's doing a karakia. But I'm a credited actor.
Oh.
Yeah. They put my name on as credits. So if you want to pause the credits when they're going, you might see my name.
And they play them in the bottom corner of the screen now rather than the whole lot, so you probably got to get the magnifying glass out to try and find it. But is that season 2, I think? One Lane Bridge? 3, I think. Season 3, One Lane Bridge.
Geez, it might even be 4. I'm not sure.
Wow.
But it's the latest one, which starts on Monday, this coming Monday.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Autographs, 50 cents. Whānau.
Yeah.
Or a like on TikTok.
Actually, just like on TikTok would do me. Put a comment on TikTok. I saw you on TV.
So as you can see, whānau been pretty busy. Yep. Pretty busy in the background, but we're back. We're hoping to roll out them quite frequently. If not, because we're doing all these other things, Corey might be getting a role in the next Avengers maybe, or I don't know, we'll give Taika a call and ask him if he needs any more brown boys.
Hobo on park bench number 2.
But, so, keep an eye out on YouTube and all the other platforms, which is
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Castbox, a whole bunch of them.
And before we do sign off, I've actually got to give a big shout out to Whakatipu because he's probably our number one. Kia ora Wai, number one subscriber. He's always commenting on all of our podcasts and he's always promoting us to all of his tauira and everyone, So, big mihi out to you, Wai. But other than that, any closing comments or thoughts, Hika?
No, I just want to reiterate the mihi to my nephew, Waiheke. It's probably the reason why we've come back so quickly, because he keeps reminding us that we need to do another episode. So here we are. Kia ora te iramutu.
And don't be shy, we want to get you on at some point too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
But other than that, it's iwi, subscribe, like our page, tell the world about it, and we'll catch you next time on The Chew.
Mā te wā.
Mā te wā.